Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. So it is currently January. Happy New Year. I think this is going to be our first proper official vlog for the year. So today we're going to do a little bit of like a businessy embroidery how-to video. So I'm going to show you through my day of when I'm doing logo work for another business. So yesterday we had one of our friends, good mates, he owns a restaurant called Ho-Chi-Mama. If you guys would have seen, we've gone to visit there multiple times. I have to do a bunch of embroidered custom logo aprons for them. So there is 20 here and he needs it done by tonight. And usually I can't get things done that fast, but I'm gonna just embroider all day and try to get it done. So I'll show you guys through the process and what everything is like, how I do it, how long it takes, and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hope you're all having a great start to the year. So what I love about these is that they're actually all brand new. They come usually individually packaged and nicely folded. These are just from Cargo Crew. I'm pretty sure a bunch of aprons that a lot of businesses get are from here, and like different uniforms and stuff. So we're gonna open it up, see what they look like. I think I've done some previously for this Ho-Chi-Mama brand because they've got two places, one in the city and one in Richmond, and I'm hoping they're the same aprons. Last time it was like a nice zip, but this time it's like kind of just rips away. So I don't think I'll be able to reuse it. So the apron is just like this emerald green, like a dark green type of color. Just looks like this, and all we need to do is embroider his logo on the left hand side right here. The great thing about this as well is because I have previously done logo work for him and I've done aprons before, everything is all set up and ready to go. I don't need to like digitize it, size it and all that. It's already loaded in the machine and saved from last time. So the first step I need to do is I actually have to measure where I want the logo to go. And as I said, I wanted the logo to go here, or Mids wanted the logo to go here. So how I've done that is, I'm gonna kind of show you, I've got a ruler, and if you guys can see from this edge to right here, it's 15 centimeters. And what I need to do, half of that is 7.5. So I've done it about 8 because it kind of curves here. So I've put a pin where 8 centimeters is, and then I've done another pin going vertically against like this edge right here. So this is where I want the top of the logo to be. So hopefully it will be around that shape right there. Now I just have to remove the covers and turn this machine on. As I was saying, I already had his file on my machine saved from last time. So all I do is go to File, press this button and find the one that says Ho-Chi-Mama, which should be towards the end. And I think it is this one. So that is his logo. And I press OK and it will come up just like that. If you guys can see, I just did a chalk mark a line. I like to always mark a chalk just so that when I'm hooping it, I can match the lines up to make sure that the logo is going to be straight. And with the hoops, I always just use a magnetic hoop, so that just goes behind here and it will just clip on like that. It's all hooped up and ready to go. I've got the position of where I want it to be, and if you guys can see the indicator of these chalk marks, it matches pretty much aligned perfectly to the hoop. So when it comes to embroidery, you always need to use a stabilizer or backing that goes underneath it so that it holds it in place and that the fabric doesn't move. A lot of people usually hoop it together with the fabric and the hoop and it gets stuck, but I usually just lay mine underneath and have it floating. I've seen a couple people do this and it works easier and it's just a little bit less time consuming. So I'm using a medium backing and all I'm going to do is just slide it underneath the garment. So just to kind of show you, if you guys can see right there, that is the backing that's just kind of floating. You can move it side to side. I always have it right in the middle where the logo is going to be. And then all I've got to do is trace this and hope that it's in the correct position. So I'm just doing a trace line right now. I've actually done one off camera just to make sure that it's in the correct position. And now that's ready to go, all I've got to do is just remove these pins right here. You never want to keep the pins in just in case the machine hits it, then your machine is like laters. And now all we do is press start and have your fingers crossed, hoping that nothing fails. Another thing that I personally like to do just for the very first one is I like to get a stopwatch and press start and time roughly how long it's going to take for one embroidery piece, so that I can work out how many hours or like minutes it's going to take to do 20 pieces. So usually you can calculate like by stitches how many stitches per minute, but this is the easiest way for me because sometimes the machine will stop at certain points and things like that. So I will speak to you guys once the embroidery is done. And just like that, the logo work is done. So as you guys can see right here, the logo takes roughly about 10 minutes to 12 minutes, I would say, because I started it a little bit later for one logo. Let's bring this out right now and see what it looks like. So if you guys can see, there's a little bit of like a thread sticking out, so I've just got to fix that up, same as down here. So I've just got to cut those away, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. I'll take off the hoop and show you the final. And that right there is the logo. All I've got to do is remove the chalk marks, and as I said, cut away everything else. We're good to continue doing the rest of them. So to get rid of the chalk mark, all I do is I have a paintbrush with a bit of water, and I'm just going to dab the sides and wet them, and the water will just remove it. A lot of people don't use chalk. I don't know how people just know how to make it straight, but this way works for me, so that's how I've always done it. And now as well with the backing behind, because I use a tearaway stabilizer, all I do is I hold it, making sure that I'm also holding onto the fabric so that it doesn't pull and stretch. So this is what the back looks like once all the stabilizer is removed. It honestly looks pretty neat. Mind these bits, they are the wet bits. And now I've got to just bring this over here to our heat press machine, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to heat press it. I like having the products when it's finished nice and flat, and also the heat press kind of dries this a lot easier. I don't know if you have to do this or like if anyone else does this. A lot of people iron it as well, but I just use a heat press because it's easy and fast. So the heat press is now warm. All I'm going to do is put this Teflon sheet paper over it just to protect the fabric, just in case something happens. And I'm going to press this down. And the apron is now done. These crinkles will go away. All I got to do now is just fold this up. Oh my god, these silver things are so bloody hot right now though. And bam, one apron is done, all folded, ready to be packed away and put in a box. Now I've got 19 more of these to go. Let's do it. So what I also like to do whilst this machine is embroidering the logos constantly non-stop, I always like to have another apron set up and hoops ready to go. So the great thing about this is usually my most popular embroidery size, which is 100 by 100. So I've got two of these magnetic hoops, which is perfect because I always save a little bit of time having one prepped and ready to just go. So pretty much this just goes in and out of that machine once it is done. And then over here, what I also love to do as well to be a little bit prepared and just have some stuff taken off is I like to have these already pre-measured. So I've done 2 so far. What I'm going to do as well, since I've got a bit of free time, I'm going to measure all the rest of the aprons so I don't have to do it later on. And that just saves like the process time and makes it a little bit faster. Update the time right now is, if you guys can see, 6:14. I don't remember if I showed you guys when we first started embroidering, but we started about 12 to 12:30. So this has taken me about 6 hours to do just 20 aprons, which is quite a long time. When I did work it out, I remember saying it took 10 to 12 minutes per embroidered apron. That should have technically been done in about 3 or so hours, which is nearly half the time. But then what happens is the machine will stop or something happens and I need to fix it, or just like the in-between of me changing the hoops and just like a whole bunch of things. Also, I did have to go to the post office, have lunch and things like that. So that just all adds up and makes me do this job within a whole day. So I'm trying to be a little bit more efficient, but that's what I've gotten so far. I think having that extra hoop definitely has saved a lot of time. Currently up to my very last one though, so I'm really excited about it. Everything else is pretty much folded up in this box, ready to be picked up. I've just got 2 more aprons to press and then we're done, which I'm so excited about. Update now, the time is 7:13. Finished the logo work about half an hour ago, I say. Everything is all done. I'm so excited. Mids is gonna come pick these up and later tonight for Hochi Mama. So that is pretty much how I do my logo work for a lot of other customers. Usually though, when people want to bring in like their own products, like aprons for example, I usually say no just in case of the fact that I ruin it or whatnot. But because this, I thought it would be okay and it was a pretty simple logo, so I agreed to it. But yes, usually it's our own garments and stuff. Quite a long process, but it's good. It was easy and pretty fun to do, I would say. Hao's just being really weird behind me. But anyways, if you guys like these type of videos, let me know. If you want me to go into more detailing about how I get the logo set up and all that stuff, let me know, because that's like a whole nother process. I have to sit on the computer for like a solid half an hour getting that right and all that. But yeah.
But
you have something to say?
I do have something to say. Have you guys noticed the quality change of Philly's videos now? Because now Philly is filming off a brand new camera.
Oh yeah, I got a new camera. This is the first time filming off this camera, so
if you guys think it's weird because Philly's looking this way or I'm looking this way, is because now her screen flips out this way. She's, if you guys want to know what camera she's using, please comment down below. We'll do a review on the camera as well, because that's something that we personally use a lot on our businesses, and we try to get a really flexible camera that she can take photos on, take videos on, and it's light and compact at the same time, because that's a main thing for her.
Prior to this, I was using the Canon G7X, the Mark II, which is honestly a really good handheld camera, but the screen flips upwards. So when I'm looking at the screen, making sure that I'm in the middle, it kind of still looks like I'm looking at you guys, but because this one, it flips out that way, I'm like looking there, and I'm apologizing, but I'll get used to it soon, and I'll look there instead of there.
Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you guys have any questions down below, just smash them down below. We'll try to reply to every single comment. And guys, share our video, share our YouTube channel, because this year's major goal for us is to reach it's either 50k or 100k. I'm gonna pick
50 to begin with.
Yeah.
And if it surpasses that, then we can change it. We want to be able to reach a goal
this year. Like definitely YouTube is one of the major things that we're going to try to push real hard this year. So guys, let us know even down in the comments below what you guys want to see from us. If you guys want us to do giveaways, if you guys want us to do whatever, anything that's freaking crazy, we are down to do it. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys on the next video.
And Happy New Year. Happy 2021, everyone.
Okay,
bye guys.
Bye.